What's going on, team? Give me 1 minute. Testing, testing, testing. Perfect. Alright, gave everybody a few minutes to join. I'm gonna give everybody like a minute or two. I know it's early today. We did post it on our Discord, so if you guys are not in our Discord, make sure you guys join. The link will be in the chat. Welcome to all the new members, too. Alright, let me get comfortable. Let me post this link on our social medias too real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I'm a little fucking cross-sighted right now. What's going on? I can't find anything. I'm cold. I haven't been on my, haven't typed on a keyboard in more than 12 hours. Like I'm lost. Wish I was joking too, but like I can't find anything. It's taking me longer than usual. Alright. Gonna go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna do in this class, guys, every Sunday, like always, like we've been doing for the last 6, 7 months. Um we're gonna go over every single pair that we look at, right? We're gonna go through the daily time frame, update the daily time frame, especially now since we're at the beginning, right? The end of the month, beginning of the month. Um, we're gonna go to the 4 hour time frame, update our weekly time frame, and then go to the 30 minute, right? And just kind of see where we're at in the 30 minute, update anything if we need to. But 30 minute, again, we're gonna mainly stick to that time frame, and that type of structure. We're gonna mainly focus on that on our Monday through Thursday classes at 7 p.m. Right, our isolation session. When we're looking to trade is when we start looking at the 30 minutes. So, with that being said, right, first thing I want to do is turn on the pairs that we look at, right? So AU, CHFJPY, EA, ECAD, EU, GJ, GCAD, GU, US 30, USD CAD, gold, and Bitcoin. I think this is all right. We used to look at 10, right? We added two more for the stream, which I believe was EA and ECAD that we, no, GCAD and ECAD that we added, something like that, right? So in the daily time frames, you can see we still got another day to go, right? So right now, still in the no net. We'll update the daily, right? I'm not gonna put anything in the daily till we're done, right? Where are we in market makers pattern, right? A2, we're still expecting that push to the bottom. We understand that we're still, right? We're in the middle of our daily high or daily low, right? And if we go down to lower time frames, we can see that we're in the middle of every single zone that we're trading in, right? What does that mean? We're in consolidation. And if we go down to lower time frames, we could see that consolidating zone starting to develop, right? Because we've been trending in this, well, not trending, just consolidating, right? Moving in the zone for so long. So let's zoom in, right? Let's look at the week. What did we end at? We had 2 weeks of drop. This week being the third week, we had the new low. Price ended on a no net, right? So it gave us a drop, no net. Could we be expecting a fourth week variation, right? Could be. Start seeing real quick. Do we have anything? An engulfing candle anywhere in the 4-hour or the daily time frame? We do not. Not a strong engulfing. It's too close. So we do not. Okay. In the 30-minute, I just want to update. Is there anything to really update? No. We're gonna wait for the week to start. We can see how it's already gonna be on a no net, right? So we gotta at least update the no nets. We know which ones are gonna be no nets, right? So we could update this one. We could update just what we had in the 21 4-hour candle. Perfect. Okay. So AU, nothing too crazy. We still gotta wait it out. We're still in the middle of a zone. We gotta wait for price to break out, right? Whether to break out the top or the bottoms. For CHFJPY, we're in peak high territory. We're trading between the daily high and the daily low, right? Again, the daily high, the daily low is gonna be everything's color coordinated, right? So the daily is gonna be the gray white boxes. 4-hour is gonna be the blue, right? Either the blue boxes or the blue drawings. Everything is color coordinated to their time frames. So yeah, so where are we right now? Where's price within the high and the low? We're in the middle of a zone, right? So why is it difficult, right? We'll use the word difficult here, but why is it difficult to trade in these types of situations, right? If we're looking at structure, we know we have higher high, higher low, right? And I should change this color so I don't confuse you guys. This is in the daily time frame that we're looking at this, right? We have higher high, we have higher low. Then this isn't considered the higher high, higher low here. It's this entire trend. So we know that we're trading, right? Could the break? This isn't a break. This is a testing candle that just went down. It's not a significant pullback too. There's a whole bunch of things into this. We're not gonna get into detail with every single one, right? But this is all part of the same trend. So you have, at one point you had higher high, higher low, higher high. Now this, if we really look at it, right? None of these are breaks of these highs. All of these were testing candles. They were all within the same zone. They were all touching the line, right? Which was just the high of this zone. They were all touching it. None of these candles here at the top closed above one another, right? They never closed above the break of structure wicks, right? Every single time, the bodies of the candles closed underneath everything that we needed to see break. So what do we know about that is that, again, realistically speaking, we know that we're still trading, not a break, right, between the lows and the highs, right? Not really this low, but it's an internal, we could use it as an internal low, right? So also what I wanted to highlight here, the internal zone, they threw an engulfing candle, But this engulfing candle is not, again, it's not a real engulfing candle for two reasons, right? Reason number one, the second red candle didn't close below the wick of the first red candle, right? So it's not a true engulfing. The second rule, which is the one that holds the most value, right, is the wick that was used, right, for this red candle is an exhaustion candle, meaning that this structure is is going to be a weak low. This is a weak support zone, right? This is what we would call weak support zone, right? And we know that for the most part, when price starts reaching these lows, understanding okay that we're in peak high territory, if we break below these lows, we're most likely gonna shift the trend and we're gonna start looking for prices to start going down, right? That could happen. We could see that we already have, right? I'm not gonna keep all of this on the screen, right? Just added this for you guys to visualize as well. So we have a month of drop right now. It's all good. Right now, I'm not looking to take any trades on CHF until I see two things. Either I see the break of the lows, so we could continue to see, change of character, break of structure, and then start trading going short, or until I don't get an internal change of character, break of structure to go long and just keep trading the continuation, right? Because right now we could still see, still in the daily time frame, where we're still lower low, lower high, lower low. But if we start showing signs that okay, we're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we're going to continue the shift to the top side, right? Then we could start trading going long again. But peak high territory, I tend to stay away until we have clear understanding of where price wants to go. But I'm like forgetting where. Because this weekend I was also looking at fucking the Bitcoin chart, and the timings are different. So now I'm got a brain fart. It's all good. We're back. So what I'm doing now is because I don't know how to do it on TradingView, or I've tried doing it multiple times, and my charts, the colors are all off when I change the setting for some reason. Or maybe they probably updated it now. I haven't tried it recently. Um, but long story short, I just started manually adding my weekly and my daily lines. 30 minutes is fine. The 30-minute chart for some reason is normal. I could do everything I need to do in the 30-minute just with the TradingView rules or with the TradingView settings. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, the other time frames just they don't coordinate to what I need them to look like. So I manually add them. But it's all good. So right now we have a week of drop, right? We know that we're still trading, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Again, these lows really aren't a break. We have a lot drawn here in the 30-minute. I know I went over this pair a lot this week. Um, these are fake breaks, right? Again, if we add a line, this red candle, right? That's a strong red candle. It's a big red candle. Is the only candle that closed below the zone. The next candle was a green candle that went right back into the zone, and then price went right back up. So yeah, we could see that okay, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, but could this be the turnaround where price is gonna just continue to go up, right? And this is where the 30-minute comes in, where you'll start seeing, you know, what price wants to do. And this is what we had drawn out, right? We could see okay, we were trading on Friday, or I'm sorry, what day is this? Thursday. Um, between the high and the low. Price broke above the high, broke above our zone, started trending, right? Where was that stop sign that we're like, okay, if price is going to stop anywhere and going to make a decision, is going to be into this zone, which internal structure, it's the previous lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So we could see that this push to the top side, look how many times price has rejected these highs, right? None of these candles are a break of structure of these zones. All of these are testing, 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 went up, went right back down, testing, testing, went up, testing. Next one, red candle went right back down, testing. This green candle went above the zone, closed below, and then all of these closed below the zone. So none of these candles gave us a break, right? On top of that, in the 30-minute time frame, right? What else can we see? right? First and foremost, let's add our 4-hour line. Right? And what did price do? It gave us a no net. So on top of the fact that price failed to give us the start of a 372, right? We also don't have a BOS. And we also know the 800 EMA carries a lot of weight into this. We know that price tends to respect the 800 EMA, right? So with that being said, with everything about this pair being said, right? CHFJPY is one that we're going to keep on just to keep, looking at it and updating it and start trading it whenever we're ready to. But right now it's not the best place. And I am gonna just start deleting a lot of these drawings because I can't take all this color on my screen. And I'm not gonna go into detail with every single pair because it is gonna be just repetitive because it's all the same stuff. It's rinse and repeat with every single pair. Um, I don't want to make this, and it's 12 pairs, 13 pairs that we're looking at. I don't want to make, we're gonna spend 30 minutes on each pair if we do it that way. So let me just So I had a folder, but it gets out of hand when. Oh, good, whatever. Where are we overall? V2. We're at the top of consolidation. We know that we are looking for another push to the top side, right? We also know that we're trading between the daily high and the daily low. Where are we? In the middle. So if we zoom in, we can see how price is just moving sideways too. Right now, price closed really close to. So I gotta wait to update this tomorrow. It's too close to comfort. Could we say it's a no net? Yeah. Could we say it's also a drop if, and that's important, right? Like the same thing here. Because price in the weekly, right? Price could open with a gap to the top side, or it could just open normal and go up a few pips, right? 10 pips, and we'll be on a no net. But right now, price would be on a drop. So looking at structure, we can see that we're still consolidating, right? Still in the middle, so we still don't have a clear zone or clear understanding where price wants to go. So we're not gonna update this till tomorrow. And same thing here in the 30, right? Price has been consolidating all week, understanding that ADR for the month was already hit on Euro AUD. We weren't expecting anything crazy to happen, right? So we saw that we have, again, if we add a line, did any of these candles give us a break of structure? No. All of these candles touching the line, touching the line, touching the line, went right back up, right above the line, above. This one went under, the next one went right back up, right? And that's it. So we still don't have, this isn't a break of structure, right? Again, this is Forex 101, bro. Everybody teaches consolidation, break retest, or break retest, right? If you have a clear understanding of what a break of structure is, you wouldn't be taking these trades going short, right? And there's a whole bunch of other things, right? You have engulfing candle, you have exhaustion candles, right? All these crazy wicks that you see that happen, this one red candle was once a huge red candle that then closed. Look how small it is now, right? That's an exhaustion candle. So that already tells us like, hey, get ready to start seeing price go up again, right? And understanding that that doesn't mean, oh, it's gonna go skyrocket to 900 pips and you're gonna be a millionaire. No, that just means look at your zones. You know that you're still trading, right? You have this imbalance here, right? And this is where price started falling. So you know that you're gonna get a retest at least up to here. So if price breaks above these highs, right, we know that we're trading now here. We could keep this very simple. In the 30-minute time frame, we know that we're trading now between here and here. These lows were tested, never broke, right? We understand we have imbalance here. We get price to break retest, continue to go up. We have a clear understanding that price is going to come back up to the top of this zone of consolidation that we were in. So then in the 30-minute, we can see price gave us another day of no net. That's 5 days where price is just moving sideways, guys. No clear understanding where price is going to go. We just got to be patient, right? Because at one point, right, let's go back. I'm going to give this pair another few minutes because I know Muhammad not in here right now, but I know he loves this pair, right? If you're trading this, you would think this is where price was going to turn around. Because if you don't know what a clear break of structure is, right, you're going to think that, oh shit, these highs broke above these highs, right? And this is where price is going to give you higher high, higher low, higher high. You think this is the retest to continue to go, right? And then what happens? Price dumps on you, right? And it's not because, oh, the market makers are looking at my screen, right? This isn't, oh, they're triggering my stop losses. It's none of that, right? It's all about structure. If you don't understand where you're at in the structure, you're gonna get caught in these trap moves, right? So, like I always say too, you have to understand it goes hand in hand with structure, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? Are you going to enter going long, right? Are you going to enter on a trade going long in the higher highs or in the higher lows, right? So it's the same thing here, right? The same exact thing. You're at the top of the zone. You need to wait for a pullback. Once you get that pullback, then you start looking to start trading, right? Just keep an eye on structure every single time. Understand that, okay, you have the high and the low. Where does price have to go back? Down to the lows. If it respects these lows, then you know price is going to go up. If it breaks these lows, you know it's going to continue to go down. Where's it going to go down to? Right back down to these lows down here, right? So, again, being able to see both ends of the trade as to the whys and the why nots, it's so important. So we'll keep going. EuroCAD, going to the daily time frame. V1, but where are we? Again, this is another pair that's just in the middle. Right, so we're gonna have to do a lot of waiting for these pairs, guys. Not only are we in the middle of the zone of consolidation, but we know again, daily time frame, we're trading between this high and this low. And where are we between the high and the low here? In the middle of the zone as well. Right, we don't have a month of continuations. So price gave us a month of drop. If we would have had 2 months to rise, we knew price was going to continue to go up, right? But here at the top of the zone, we rejected these highs multiple times and then started going down. So again, we rejected the highs, started going back down. 4-hour time frame, right? We had this low, this high, this low, then gave us again these highs. So we know that we're still trading between these highs and these lows. I think this is the one that I haven't even updated this one in a minute. This was a point of interest that price just melted down to. And we have 2 weeks of counter drop. So right now, EuroCAD is still not ready to be traded. Right, we had 2 days of drop, gave us a clean 372. And then Friday finished on a no net. Price reset. Could price continue to this downtrend push now? Yes, it can. Right, and right now the only zones that we have left, right, we see if price breaks these highs, which we could already see that price at one point already tried to continue this push and gave us exhaustion candles and went right back down. So we could use this internal high here, but I don't want to because we had higher high, higher low, and we know that we're trading between this high and this low. This internal low, these internal highs, and these internal lows, I'm not going to use them for this structure, right? So I'm going to use this one here. Right, if price could break above these highs, then we know we have clean structure to the left hand side. Right, we just have clean imbalances on the left hand side. Right, if not, we know price, we're trading in the 30-minute, we're trading between this low, it's the last red candle before the push up, right, and this high over here. Right, lower low, lower high, price went down, gave us lower low. This is the last green candle before the push down, but the highest candle in the zone is this red wick. So I'm just going to use the body of the green to the wick of that red, right? So could price now in the 30-minute, now that we know that we're trading between this low and this high, right? Could price, give me 1 second, I don't want to delete the wrong things here. Right, same drawing. We're looking internal structure. I want to see lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, still trading. the break really happened here. Right? Higher high, we had this low and this high. So internally, I really want to see price break these lows here. Right? If price breaks these lows, then we know price is going to do something like this. Once we get to these lows is when price is going to make a decision on whether or not we're going to continue this uptrend push, right? Or if price is going to break and continue the downtrend push. And where would that downtrend push lead to? It would just lead to the 4-hour lows, which again, if we look at our left hand side, these lows are the exact same lows internal structure as these lows here. Right? And why is this important? It's way too low of a box, but it's okay. Right? Because if price breaks below these lows, we have clean structure, right? Imbalanced candles all the way to the bottom, right? To the 4-hour low. So this week is really going to be important for us to understand where price is going to go. Euro USD, go to the daily time frame. V1 again, middle of a zone. Daily high, daily low. No net month. This month we're really close, so I'm gonna wait to add it again. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, till Tuesday. Four-hour zone, we're also just in the middle between the 4-hour high and the 4-hour low. We're actually reaching back to the bottom a little bit. Right, we had 2 weeks of drop. This week, price gave us that third week low. So could we be expecting price to start turning around now? Right, after 3 weeks, after 3 months, after 3 days, price must chop or go the opposite way. Right, in this case, it must either start giving us a no net for this week, or we're gonna get a week of rise. So gave us this third week drop. Could price still end in a no net? Depends how many. 12 pips away, it could. So we'll wait for this week to update it, right? And then 30-minute time frame. This low broke here, so we're trading between last green candle before the push up. We're gonna use the wick of the red, the body of the green, right? And then this low here, I'm gonna use this entire zone here. We're trading between this high and this low. Right now, we know that we're trading between the high of the zone, and price is gonna consolidate here for a little bit, but I'm gonna add it for now. We'll see how price opens up. Right, if price could continue to consolidate and give us a strong support, right? If price breaks, then we know we have clean traffic here to the bottom, right? Or price is gonna break, continue this push to the top. You can see price finished on a no net. Move our SDP over and red 4-hour candle. GCAD started in the daily. Zoom out a little bit, right? This is the completion of the downtrend. When we completed the downtrend, now we started the uptrend. Right now we're in V1 going to the top, and right now price is just consolidating at the top, right? Just moving sideways. Daily high, daily low. We're just chilling at the top, right? We zoom in. Price rejected the highs, started going down. Going into the 4-hour, we had 2 weeks of counter drop. This week being the third week, gave us that new low. So we could already expect this next week to give us a chop or a rise. Going into the 30-minute, we have lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, highs broke here, higher high. Sorry, I had to sneeze. High, low, high. Right, price here kind of consolidated. Right, until we had these breaks. Once we got these breaks, right, I was using the point of interest, which is the last green candle before the push down. Right, and these lows. Once we got the lows, now we know that we're trading. Or you see how price is just rejecting these lows. I'm not gonna add a bottom line. And for the sake of structure, right? Low, lower low, high, right? I'm not gonna use this entire zone here, even though we could, right? We could be in this zone here. Right, where price rejected again, gave us that aggressive entry on the 30-minute, right, going counter to continue this push to the bottom. Right, and we know now that we have the imbalance over here at the top, but we want to see these highs being broken first. So we'll see what price wants to do. Let's forgot the 30-minute, right? Gave us a day of knowing that. GJ, everybody's favorite. Price is still consolidating, still waiting. Right, price rejected these lows, went to the top, rejected the top, went right back down, rejected the lows, went up, rejected the lows again, went up into the same exact highs. Right, so we've been rejecting these highs for the last 2 days. Gave us a day of no net on Thursday. Friday gave us another day of no net. So we still don't have a clean indication of where GJ wants to go. At this point, I also just want to delete some of these lines because I don't need them all. It's going to give me a headache. Take this one out. It's still just this high and this low. We still gotta wait. Let's go to the daily time frame, right? We understand that we're in peak high territory. We had 3 months of rise. This month being the third month, gave us a new high, and then price went and gave us a no net. So could price again? Price resets the trend when it gives us a no net. So could price continue this uptrend push? Absolutely. Right, in the 4 hour, we know we had 2 weeks of rise. This week being the third week, price went up, right? Failed to give us a new high, but it finished close, right? 17 pips. So did finish on a high, did not give us a new high, but it did finish on a rise. But price was just in the same exact zone. And again, we know GJ is one of those pairs like Euro AUD that for the end of the week we already saw that it made the ADR for the month. So, right, we knew that price was gonna want to just not move that much this week. Right, let's what am I gonna do? What are we gonna add it? We're just gonna add it as an own net, or we'll just wait till tomorrow. We'll wait till tomorrow. We'll update this in the morning. Well, JK, there won't be no live trading session tomorrow. I'll be in the process of moving. I won't even have internet in any place yet. So I'll update this either Monday night if I can, if not then on Tuesday. We'll figure it out. So next pair, GU. daily time frame. We are in V1, right at the top of consolidation, not in the best place to look for a trade. Also, we don't have any months of continuation. Price has just been moving sideways, right? Rejecting the highs, rejecting the lows, and price gave us another month of no net this month. So we're still not anywhere near where we want to be for GU, right? But again, it's easy, right? Because we understand the two phases in the market. Again, we go over this every single day in the live trading sessions, right? There's two phases in the market, right? When price is either trending, right, or when price is consolidating, right? So what are the two things that price could do here, right? We understand that we had at one point, right, higher high, higher low, higher high, so we had these lows here. It gave us a slight lower low, right? And we know that price was either going to give us a pullback, or price was just going to continue to trend to the top side, or price is going to give us a no net, or going sideways, right, and consolidate. That's exactly what happened. So with that being said, going into the 4 hour, we had 2 weeks of counter drop. This week being the third week, gave us a low, right? Finished really close, right? It's the same situation as the other pairs, same situation as GJ, right? Kind of close to where price started. So I'm gonna wait till the next time we update the charts to add it to either being a no net or being a drop, or being a rise. I'm sorry. What am I doing? Another 30-minute. Right, again, we're just in the same exact spot. Right, we have the 30-minute lows. 30-minute lows, price is just rejecting it. I want to see price break either these lows. These highs are the same, but we'll just switch it to this one to keep it clean. It was a day of no net, so we'll see what price wants to do. If price breaks below these lows, right, we know we have clean traffic. Price is most likely going to want to reach these 30-minute lows here, right? We have lower low, change of character, higher high, and then again change of character, lower low. So we know that we're still trading between that low and this high all the way up here. Shusha these last couple of days has been faking everybody out, right? Giving us fake highs, fake lows, fake breaks, right? Making everybody believe that this is where price is going to reverse, right? A lot of people taking losses this week, right? But if we zoom in, it's very simple to see, okay, why are they losing? Why are we just waiting to not get into these trades, right? Make you believe that, oh, we're breaking down to the lows, right? Give you a simple retest. You think, oh, we're in a retest, price goes back down red and then spikes back up. Make you believe that this is a break of structure, right? Gives you that green candle, oh shit, we're good, and then boop, spikes back down at the end of the day, right? Same thing here, right? Make you believe that this is, oh, this today's the day. We just had, multiple days where price is moving sideways, not really moving that much. Today's the day where price is gonna give us that move during NYC session, right? Oh, we're gonna get a break retest and price is gonna fucking skyrocket. We're gonna be millionaires on GBP USD, and then what happens? Boop, fucking spikes back down again. Why? Because we're trading within the zone of consolidation. It's as simple as that, guys. Really, it really is. There's no other way to put this, right? You have again two phases in the market. You have when price is trending, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Or when price is moving sideways, right? When price is doing this shit. Whatever this is right here, that's not higher highs and higher lows. When it's going higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, lower high, right? You see what I'm, there's no trend. Price is just moving sideways. You cannot enter trades, right? When price is moving this way. There's ways you could enter it. Again, if you're at the highs of consolidation, you know that if you know your rules have to align. For us as engulfing candles, at the high of the zone, did we get an engulfing candle retest? Yes. Okay, cool. We get in going short. Right at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, did we get an engulfing candle break retest? Yes. Okay, then we go in going long. Right? There's no guessing game. It's really just, are we looking for what we need to look for? Are we where we're supposed to be at? Yes or no, and that's it. It's like coding. If this, then that. If that happens, then this happens. Right? It's not about, oh, I guess, and oh, I feel. Like, there's none of that in trading. And if your trading plan, if you come to a realization where you're trading mostly about how you feel and what you think, move to Florida. There's a lot of casinos down here. I'll teach you something. JK, I don't gamble. Alright, so GU, we'll go on to the next one, right? US 30, everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. Right, what were we talking about? Guys, let's stay out of these trades on Friday. Last day of the month. Third day was already given early in the day. We're not really expecting anything crazy, right? That's exactly what happened. Price at one point melted, making everybody believe that price is going to continue to go down. Went right back up. Right, closed above, made everybody believe that, oh, the move is gonna happen at the end of the day because it's a stock trade, so it's gonna move at 2-3 p.m. Yeah, melted, went right back down to everybody else's stop loss. A lot of people lost this day as well. So, you know, if you were trading with us, congratulations. You had a wonderful weekend with no L's. If you weren't trading with us and you took these losses, I'm sorry. Better luck next time. So we had a 372, right? Price finished relatively close. So again, I'm at this point, I'm just going to I'm gonna add it as a rise, right? Because we did finish at the top. And if we have to put this as a rise no net or whatever the case is, then we'll fix that whenever the next time we get on these charts, right? And super simple. Again, we have a 30-minute high, the 30-minute low. The 30-minute highs were rejected, went right back down. This engulfing red candle here. Give me 1 second, guys. Right? I don't like it. It's not a strong engulfing candle. Um, the wicks on the green candles are way too large. Now, US 30 is a big pair and it moves relatively, it moves a lot, right? So, this is a situation where, do I go against my rules just because, we have a rule where we know that US 30 is a big pair? Like, do I use a little bit of leniency with it? This is one of those situations where I stay away from taking trades like that, right? Because that's what I would consider, that's where your trading plan turns into probabilities. When you have to start questioning a certain entry, like if you have to question an entry, you just shouldn't take it, right? If you have to ask yourself and take a step back and be like, okay, hold on, should I take this trade? That's what's really powerful in your trading plan, right? The entries that you could enter, right? And everything has, when we start going to the um bigger time frames, right? The higher time frames, you'll see where I start connecting the dots, right? Because I was saying this before I even went. We haven't even gone over the daily or the 4 hour, but again, understanding a little bit what's going on, right? Like US 30 is at the highest point that it's ever been at. Aside from that, looking at structure, we know that at one point we had a gap up here at the top of the market that price already filled. When price started going up and filling these gaps, it started leaving gaps at the bottom of the zone. So it's already giving me, that already gave me a heads up like, hey, get ready for price to start moving down whenever it starts moving down. Start looking for those trades. The same way we were looking for those trades going up before we had that gap filled is the same analogy now, just going down, right? But now is where we want to see the change of characters. Now is where we want to see the break of structures, right? In the 4 hour time frame, we had a week of rise the week prior, right? Then last week gave us a nice another nice week of rise, right? So understanding too that right now we're at the top of the 4 hour high and this is the 4 hour low. Not only that, we have a daily high, the 30-minute high, in the same spot where price rejected, right? It's making me believe like, okay, maybe this is gonna be the price. This is the place where price is gonna start turning around, right? And we have another month of rise. So let's update. Let me give me 2 seconds so I could start adding these lines for the next couple months here. I'm 8:52. Okay. Still got a little bit of time. Yeah, I gotta unpack, or I gotta pack a lot of stuff still. Well, mostly the office, right? I haven't done anything here. I still gotta take everything out, so I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that tonight, most likely. But also, I don't know. We'll see, because I think we're supposed to move at like it's like 2 p.m. that we need to start. So we'll see if I even have time. What I'll probably do tonight, guys, what I'll most likely do is we will just I'll most likely stream a little bit of Asia session. I'll probably wake up early, right, like 3 4 a.m. See if we can catch anything on those pairs that move relatively early that we've been seeing the last 2 months, right? And then we'll see what happens. Cause I have everything's already kind of set up. I don't think I'll have internet here after today, which is also why I decided to do this early just in case. Cause everything's already like I already hit up Xfinity to do the process of moving. So I don't know if that's gonna take into effect. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out when it happens, right? Just make sure you guys join the Discord. Stay tuned. We'll give you guys updates there. Um, so right now in US 30 we just gotta wait, right? So now that we know we're at the top of the zones, right? We rejected these highs. We know that at one point, right, we had consolidation. So we were looking for a type 1, type 2, or type 3 pattern. At one point, it looked like a type 3 pattern was going to happen, right? We had that 50-50 trade where price breaks, comes down, 50% of consolidation, and then starts pushing up to the top, right? Where technically that price, it did do that, but then price went right back down, and we rejected to break these highs. So with that being said, right, is this where price is going to turn around, right? After the 50-50 trade worked out, right, gave us an engulfing red candle that starts to push down. Is this where price is going to start turning around? That's the question. So for me, I'm not going to, right, and these candles here, none of these are a break of structure to these highs, right? All of them are testing the zone, they're testing and they're touching the line, right? Test, 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 went right back down. Green, green, green at the top, yeah, but the wick is touching. Then the red candle went right back down. So we don't have a clean break of structure of the highs. So with that being said, I'm gonna move this to up here now, right? Which again, we just want to see the breaks. At this point, I'm not really looking at these highs to be broken. I'm really just looking at this high, right? The highs of the zones, right? The 4, the daily, and the 30. If price breaks above these zones, then we know price is gonna continue that push to the top side. Um, and then vice versa. For here, I want to see these lows being broken. Once we could get a break of these lows, we know we have imbalance all the way to the bottom side, right? Clean structure to the bottom. So US 30 is going to be a pretty simple trade to look for this week. Simple pair to look at. Alright, so USD CAD, we had another day of drop. I'm gonna start going a little quicker with these last pairs. This one and Bitcoin we could do pretty quick. We've been live already for an hour. You have a green 4-hour candle. The highs rejected, broke the lows. Right, so we know now that we're trading between these highs here, right? Which we could argue and say well, we could look at these highs being broken here to continue. Yeah, but that's that push to only to here to here. Once we get here, price is gonna make a decision again, right? So the strong highs that I want to look for is these highs to be broken and these lows down here, right? And the same rule. Why am I not looking at these lows? Because we have these lows right here. It's super close to where that zone is. right? So this one finished on, we had a green 4-hour candle, gave us a no nut, right? 30-minute highs. We can see the 30-minute highs are rejected three times, right? One, two, three. Price went down. So we're still trading between that 30-minute high and this 30-minute low. I'm not gonna count none of these as a break. I'm not gonna say that, oh, this is higher high, low, higher, higher low, right? And another high here because this broke above here. Like I'm not gonna. That's too much, right? We see that price here is just moving. So that's too. The structure just doesn't make sense like that, right? But if we see it this way, then we can say, okay, yeah. At one point we had the push. That push was made by this high over here, right? And then just consolidated when we're back to the highs. Rejected it multiple times and then went down. In the 4-hour, shit, what did I do? Right, in the 4-hour we had 2 weeks of rise. This week, in the third week, gave us a new high with the wicks, right, and then went down. So could we be expecting price to give us a fourth week variation on USD CAD? Most likely, right? Can we see where we're trading? We're trading between this high and this low, and right now price is just consolidating between those highs. So because we didn't get a clean break of structure of these highs, makes me believe that price is not ready to go back up yet, right? And the daily time frame, same exact situation, right? We know that we're trading in V2 right now. We're expecting price to give us that push number 3 to the top side, right? If we're looking at structure, the same thing we have drawn here right now, right? This red dot is where we're at right now on USD CAD. This red dot here is equivalent to this red dot, so we're expecting this to happen, right? So with that being said, again, the fact that price gave us 2 months of rise, this month being the third month, yeah, it gave us that new high, but price ended up going right back down and gave us a no net. And again, could we be expecting price to give us another month, another month of rise, give us that variation? It could happen, right? Knowing that we're in the middle of the zone, how price is moving, right? We just gotta wait for those confirmations, right? And that confirmation is gonna be when price breaks below those highs, right? If it breaks above the highs, then we know price is gonna continue to go up. If it breaks below the lows, then we know price is gonna go down, right? And that's where the 30-minute lows and highs come in handy. If we break these lows, we know price is gonna come down. We see these imbalances on the left-hand side, right? If price breaks above the highs, then we know price is gonna go up, right? We have this imbalance on the left hand right here, just that was made the days prior, right? So we're either gonna see something like this happen or something like this happen. That's why it's a love and hate situation with consolidation zones, right? Because it's simple to trade, but it gets technical when you start needing to look at the higher time frames and the lower time frames and putting them all together, right? But that's how you get away from losing trades, right? Again, the same thing that happened on Friday, right? If you think that price was going to continue this push to the top side, right, you got a break of the highs in the retest. At one point on the retest, you had a strong green candle, and then price went right back down and just dumped you right out, right? Hit everybody's stop loss, right? So this is why we stay away from trades like this. Gold, we have fucking 4 days of rise. We had the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. We broke above, so now we know that we're trading between the new high that's made. We don't have one yet, so I'm just not gonna add one. We're still trading between this low. In the 4-hour time frame, we have a week of rise. This week being the second week, so we could be expecting a third week rise to be given this upcoming week. Right, we had higher high, higher low. Right, these highs broke, gave us this high, this low, this high. Right, we're expecting, right, at this point this 4-hour candle is gonna close above, so we now know that we're trading between this low and whatever high is set. We still don't have a set high, so we're gonna just delete it. Right, and the daily time frame right now, market makers pattern, there is none. Right, same to US30. At one point we did have one, right, and then price decided to continue to go right back to the top side. So right now we're just trading structures. right? We're just trading market structure, house price moving. If we're uptrending, then we know we're going to continue to the top side, right? After a break of a high, we know we're going to get a retest, right? We're going to get a pullback. So right now, if we got to trade the pullbacks and we got to start trading the trends, I'm cool with that, right? We're trading from, at this point, this is what I call trading from zone to zone, right? When we start seeing that we're going to be in a pullback, let's execute on the pullbacks. What can we catch on the pullbacks? When we start seeing that we're trending to the top side, cool, let's start trending back up, right? Until we get a higher time frame, change of character, and break of structure. Then that's when we're going to start trading just going short, right? But in the meantime that we're still trading within peak high territory, again, which is again the highest point in the market, we just got to follow the structure. And right now we're at the top of the zone, right? I have an understanding that at the bottom, cool, we could get these trades from the bottom going to the top. Once we reach these tops, that's it. I'm no longer trading these tops. I'm not trading long until we get a pullback or until we get a zone of consolidation, right? Once we consolidate and we see where price is going to move to, cool, then we'll catch those continuations. If price gives us now that we got a break, right, and price gives us what I'm talking about, oh, what do you mean a pullback, right? We know that price is going to want to pull back probably into this zone, right? Once we get this pullback, then we're going to make a decision. Okay, is this where price is going to continue this push to the top side, right? Or is this where price is going to break, right? Because we have these breaks here to continue this push to the bottom side. We have this clean zone here. So we know we could take a short from here to here. If we break these lows, then we know we could take a short from here to here. If we break these lows, then we know we could take a short from here to here. If we break these shorts, we know price is going to continue to go. Now, once we get to these lows, though, again, once we get to these lows, we're always going to have a decision to be made, right? Because price isn't going to be a guaranteed, oh, we're going to get a break retest. No, once we get to these lows, price is going to make a decision, right? Once we get to these lows, price is going to make a decision. You just got to be able to see both sides of the picture. Once price gets to these lows, it's going to make a decision. I hope that makes sense, guys. So, I am going to delete all of that too. There's no way I'm going to keep all of this on my screen. You guys need me to explain anything again, draw anything out again, let me know. Last but not least, Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin is just moving sideways, right? It's behaving how it needs to behave, right? It's a good pair right now. Sorry, needed a stretch. So we still know that we're trading between higher high, higher low, right? We did have a higher high and then price broke here and gave us a change of character, lower low, right? So we know that we're still trading within the change of character, the lower low, and this high up here. Right, so the last couple days I've been eyeing this out, but right now, again, just like every other pair, right? Rinse and repeat, the same rules, right? Right now we're in the middle of a zone, right? Understanding that in the middle, when we're trading from the top to the bottom, the only safety trade that we have, the only one that's going to be spot on is the first continuation, which is, again, we have a clean shoulder head shoulder. Once we had the break retest, where's that stop loss supposed to be at? It's supposed to be at the top of this zone, not here. If you had the stop loss here, you got hit out, right? I didn't enter this trade because I don't like trading with that high of a stop loss, and understanding that this was the trade, right? So you could see the R to R and everything. Can you check BTC USD? I'm doing that right now. Would you send that? Oh, you just sent that message too. Right. Understanding that this would have been right. Stop loss would have been up here, and take profit would have been here, right? Why am I not taking this trade? For me, the R to R just doesn't make sense on a trade like Bitcoin, on a trade like GJ, right? When we're going back to regular currencies, right? On a trade like US30, on a trade like gold, I'm not really only trying to go for a couple pips, right? We're completely different. Again, we use ADR, we use STP to our advantage. We understand that, right? And also understanding the zones that we're trading in, right? I already understood that this isn't a pair today, right? This trading day on Thursday, or I'm sorry, on Friday, it wasn't a trading day for me to say how it was on Wednesday, where I could catch STP, right? Where the R to R makes sense, right? But when we come down to this one, where it's like, okay, we're really only looking for trades to work out going short till we get to these lows here. Once we get to these lows, price is gonna make a decision, right? We're either gonna break retest to continue, or we're just gonna give us a pullback, right? And understanding that we're in that zone of consolidation is why that's happening. We're rejecting highs right? The same way we're rejecting these lows, right? So because of that, that's the reason why. And we went over this on Friday on the live session. Um, and we went over it on Thursday's isolation session as well. So if you guys want to go back and take a look at that one, you guys can. So with that being said, right now we're just waiting, right? Right now we're just being patient, right? What I want to see now, right? We saw that these highs were rejected, went down, cool. Now we know that we're trading really between this low and the high still. So when the highs that I want to see being broken really is still these here, right? And then the low of the zone, it'll just be this one here for the day, right? We'll use these lows here, right? Why am I using these lows instead of these here? Is because price kind of just gave us a stop, consolidated a little bit, and then started going up, right? We have an imbalance here on the left hand side. We go down to the lower time frames. If price breaks here, then we know again just a clean traffic to here. Where's the big move going to be at? The big move is really going to be here. Once we get here, right, price is going to make a decision whether it's going to break, retest, and continue to go up, or it's going to break, retest to go down, right? And then we have these lows here that we just gotta keep an eye on. I'm our brother, no problem. Appreciate the follow. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving right now, so if we're looking for an entry right now, we just gotta be patient, right? The entries that we really had that were an aggressive entry, right, were given in the middle of the night. Right, internal structure, we could have been seeing lower low, lower high, lower low. We had the break. This gave us the retest here, right? So we could have had a clean just stop loss under here, entry, and then the exit would have been up here, right? So that wouldn't have been a bad trade, right? But then for right now to catch a continuation, now that we're at the top of the zones, we understand that at the top of the zones again is the same thing. You're trading higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? That was a horrible drawing. Sorry, right? You want to trade going long, you want to get in on the lows, right? In the higher lows the entire time. Right now that we're in the higher high section of the area, this is where we need to take a step back, right, again, and wait for what? The same thing that was given here, right? You need to wait for a pullback, right? And if you see that, okay, price is going to give you a pullback and price just starts consolidating, then okay, cool. Instead of seeing a pullback, you'll just see, is price going to break the lows or break the highs? If price breaks the highs, then we know price is going to continue to push to the top. If price breaks these lows, then we know price is going to continue to push to the bottom side. Right, so that's all we're waiting for here. We're waiting for the confirmation. Once we get the confirmations, then we could continue on and start looking for the entries. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. That was all the pairs that we look for, right? All the ones that have the flags. If there's any other questions, let me know. If not, or any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, then we'll be done for the day again. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. The link is in the chat. Whether or not I'll be able to do that live session, the live trading session tomorrow morning. Again, I'm in the process of moving, so I don't even know if I'll have internet access or anything like that, but I'll let you guys know in the Discord what the plan is. Make sure you guys join, and we'll be back sometime this week, right? Hoping to have everything already set up by Tuesday, if not by Wednesday the latest. But again, I'll just keep you guys posted. I'll let you guys know what the plans are. And I know E gets back home. I don't know if he gets home on the 2nd or on the 1st, but he said he'll be back on the 2nd. So if I'll speak to him today or tomorrow. Whenever I speak to him, I'll ask him, and then we'll let you guys know in the Discord. He'll most likely do the isolation sessions when he comes back. So if I'm not available, he'll probably do it. And I know he has to update his charts. So when he does his streams like that, it's gonna take him at least 4 hours, and he's only gonna focus on the 10 pairs. I don't think he'll add the ones that we've added in the live session, or maybe he does. I'll update him on that. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Happy Easter to those that celebrate. Right. That's pretty much it. I'll give you guys a few minutes, and then we'll end the stream.